to see how y'all doing. Yeah. If you love R&B, let me hear you say hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. My name is JeRonelle, and I'm so excited to be here with y'all tonight. Can I get y'all to sing along with me on this next song? It's called Stuck. I'm gonna teach you this part. Can you help me sing? Stuck on you, yeah. Yeah, stuck on you, yeah. A little louder, say, stuck on you, yeah. Y'all got it. Stuck on you, yeah. Let's try this. Stuck on you, yeah. Stuck on you, yeah. Stuck on you, yeah. Stuck on you, yeah. Let's go! Like I said, this song is called Stuck. Oh yeah. Baby, please say it ain't true. They're saying that you found someone new. I wonder what he means to you. Does he give you love like I used to? Baby, please say it ain't so. I didn't expect you to go. Give your love to someone else on the low. Baby, did you know I've been fighting memories of you and I make the smile while I'm hurt inside. Tried to heal up and say I'm fine. Thought I moved on, but honestly I'm stuck on you, baby. Baby, push it through. I'm stuck on you, baby. Oh, I'm missing you, baby. Stuck on you. I hope the next man treats you good and gives you romance like you should.
Out the Box TV, your man RoJay, very excited. This young man right here is traveling the country right now and gracing us with a little time. My man JeRonelle, how goes it?
Yeah.
How's everything with you?
Man, I'm glad to be here. I'm excited for tonight. We're in Nashville.
Yes.
It's gonna be a good show.
Yes, this your first time in the Dirty South?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least in Tennessee, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Treating you good so far?
Yeah.
No problem.
I love it.
Okay, just make sure we didn't have to fight anybody.
Nah.
Just recently dropped your project, Regret and Reflect, man.
Yeah.
How has the feedback been so far for you?
It's been amazing. You know, people have been responding to it so well, talking about, you know, their favorite songs and which ones they relate to the most. And as artists, that is always a huge compliment, is when people are able to say, yo, it's like you're singing my life.
Right.
So that really has brought a lot of joy and fulfillment. And I'm just excited for more and more people to catch on and to hear the music and to hear the stories behind it and share their stories with me.
All right, which is one of the main reasons we tour,
Yeah.
to get the new faces out to the people and everything. Now, of course, a few people are familiar with you because you did do reality show singing competition, and that led into this little movement that we have now. What has been the transition? How has the transition been for you?
Honestly, it's been really cool. This tour has served as a way of reminding people of me being on TV so many years ago, but also bringing them up to speed on what I've been up to since. So that's a cool blessing about being on the road. But honestly, the transition from then until now has been pretty smooth.
Okay.
You know, just continuing to elevate and keep progressing and keep growing as, you know, as an artist, as a person, and keep expanding my reach.
Okay, well, let's talk about the project real quick, because you opened it up with Isolate, kind of explaining what I felt. You at first, I felt you was talking about being an introvert, but more so just kind of being to yourself as an only child and just kind of shutting people out. But now with this project, I feel like you've opened up some doors to yourself and letting people get to know you a little bit more. Which would you say is like what was like the hardest song for you to write?
Isolate, definitely, just because I'm not usually one to go that deep into other parts of my life.
Right.
Usually, like with a lot of the last few projects, it's been more relationship based,
Right.
like dating relationship wise. So the whole project this time around is touching on different relationships,
Mm-hmm.
such as the relationship with self. I would say that one, and then also 21194.
Mm-hmm.
Again, kind of letting people in to a more private space.
Right.
But I felt that it was just kind of necessary to again touch on a different aspect of relationships. In that case, it's the relationship with my parents.
Right.
So yeah.
And that was kind of deep. How did they feel when they heard the record?
Honestly, they received it well. It always makes a difference when you operate in honesty.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that in addition to just, them liking the song
Mm-hmm.
for its, musical component, they received it well.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
speaking of how honest we can get on records, this was more spoken word than musical. Fuck My Feelings Away.
I
you know I was gonna bring that one up.
always tell people track 3. I don't even say the name.
You
I
don't
just
even
tell
say-
them beware of track 3.
I like to say the F word sometimes though, so for me it
Listen,
works.
don't we all?
But that's a very relative type situation there,
Yeah.
But did you find yourself kind of going down the road? I'm gathering, I'm just listening to the music. Going down this road at one point, kind of being a little reckless.
Definitely. And I think as men, we don't necessarily always talk about, sex from that perspective.
Mm-hmm.
We usually just think of it like, oh, I'm just trying to get as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't necessarily always talk about, kind of the aftermath, how you feel afterwards.
Right.
It's not always like this high that you stay on.
Mhm.
And sometimes you come crashing down. Sometimes you start to feel kind of empty inside.
Right.
Sometimes you kind of notice like, yo, I've been out here acting kind of reckless a lot more than I expected or thought I would.
Right.
So I wanted to touch on that.
Especially like when you lower your standards and you just start doing stuff just to do stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
that was my story, not your story. I apologize.
But again, that's one of those relatable things that a lot of us, I feel, have been in situations where it's like you look back and you think to yourself, why,
Right.
why did I connect with that particular person? Like,
Right.
damn, I was really like in a moment.
I was
there.
down bad.
There you go.
You like that transition, right? You like that transition.
I didn't want to say it, but you said it. There you go.
Tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind Down Bad.
Down Bad is kind of like, again, the aftermath. As far as like the track listing for the project, it goes Stuck, then the interlude, the F My Feelings Away, followed by Down Bad. Down Bad is like that moment where you finally have come crashing down and you realize, okay, I need to get my shit together.
Right.
Like, is there anybody that can help me, kind of just hold me accountable sort of thing. Yeah, so I would say that's like the whole story arc of those
Gotcha.
3 songs.
Gotcha. It's definitely a story. What was your favorite story to tell? I asked you what your hardest one was. What was your favorite story to tell?
Honestly, there was just a sense of freedom that I felt after recording Fuck My Feelings Away. Between that and Down Bad, just the freedom that I hadn't necessarily felt recording previous songs.
Right.
Because it was just like, okay, I'm going there. So it was new and it was a little different of a feeling at first, but yeah. I would say those 2 definitely, and Down Bad, of course, because it's like super churchy, and I just get to sing the hell out of it every time. So.
Yeah. Now, we as listeners get to learn more about you from the project, but what did you learn about yourself while recording this project?
I learned that I work hard. It reminded me of my work ethic. We actually recorded the bulk of the entire project over like the span of like 3 sessions.
Okay.
3 recording sessions, and each of those sessions was 12 hours.
Okay.
So mind you, that's like 3 songs a session, and you're just going back to back to back from sun up to sundown,
Right.
not taking a whole lot of food breaks and water breaks. Like I would do just enough of taking breaks to like reset before going into the next song, because I was that determined, like, no, I want to get this work done.
Right.
Because I really believe in this project and what we're creating.
Okay. Well, one more. We got to talk about Revolutionary.
Yeah.
How important was it for you to put this particular record on the project?
Yeah, so previously I've never really like touched on sexuality as far as myself in songs, and so I wanted to, again, just kind of peel back another layer and just go there. And so I wanted to make a song that was specifically addressed to Black queer men. I kept seeing like these 2 quotes on social media, one of which is the the infamous Black Men Loving Other Black Men is the Revolutionary Act.
Mm-hmm.
I kept seeing those quotes pop up, and so I was like, okay, I feel like there's a song that could come from this. So, you know, I called up my friend Cameron and called up my other friend Obio, and we made it happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta love that. So y'all can get Regret and Reflect on all streaming platforms, of course.
Yeah.
On the road doing this thing, y'all be sure to check them out. Let them know where they can find you on social media.
Yeah, you can find me on all social media at I'm JeRonelle. That's JeRonelle. Again, I'm JeRonelle. JeRonelle.
All right, y'all about to see some good old singing too, so y'all stick around. And we got more coming up right now out the box. Let's go.
Let me hear you say, I can love you. Let me hear you say, y'all know what you say. I can love you. Right side say, left side say, everybody say, I can love you. See, sitting here, wondering why you don't love me the way that I love you, and baby, have no fear. That's why. Yeah. And you know, baby, I can say I can love you. Let me hear you say. I can love you better. Oh, ooh, I can love you. I know I can love you. Say I can love you better. Now, if I told you once, I told you twice. You need all the booty, like a groupie from all ice. I'm a drunk nice, get the bonus like in RoJay. In love with you since the days of juice. Now I watch you play Palumbo, Picasso. This is our colossal, show you passes the problem. Who you loving, who you wanna be hugging? Living on it in the hospital, get to be Jay Father. Hey, you work more body than Jay Father. Physical fitness, Mary Blige be my witness. Under pressure, I lie for you, die for you. Room about to die for you, right there, high for you. Because of you, I'm inheriting billions, burying billions, billion cool, billions. Playing good celebrity in the Sheraton, cracking out peas and means you better handle them. Now who gon' love you like I do, huh?
Out the Box TV, your man RoJay holding down with one of my favorites in the city, DJ Lisha, the singing DJ. She's got so much going on, so much on her plate, and you're sharing it with the city. So I had to bring you on so that we can let the people that don't know what you got going on know what you got going on.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what we do. First and foremost, I want to talk about the fact that you created Queer Space.
Yeah.
And it's all about inclusion and diversity. But what gave you the motivation to create such a space?
Well, the motivation pretty much came behind just a lot of spaces that I would visit within the community. They were nice, but I didn't always, it was kind of the same look all the time. Not a lot of variety and differences. So I knew if I felt like that, it had to be other people that felt like that. So I reached out to like my inner circle and kind of tapped in with everybody, and that was the sentiment. And so I made a post in November on Facebook, and the amount of people that commented and shared to this post let me know that I was onto something as far as it being a need in the city.
Gotcha.
So that's really kind of how it birthed. And I just kind of
Just
got
went from there
courageous and was like, I'm
and
going to do it.
stepped out. Now,
Yep.
did anybody have to kick you out the door on that, or
That's
did you?
one thing about me is that if I'm a doer. So if I kind of set my mind to it, I feel like it's a reason why I keep having this feeling. So I just was like, it's time, Alicia. Let's go.
Got you.
Yeah.
Now, it's all about diversity, like I said, all about
Absolutely.
inclusion, and you're doing your thing. But you DJ, so you get to kind of showcase another talent. So she just wanted to go party the way I see it. It wasn't about none of y'all. She just wanted to go party. But like, how does that element of freedom play into Queer Space?
Yeah, well, being a DJ, you know, it's a big DJ community down here. Shout out to all the DJs in Huntsville. And I think that for me being from up north, from Chicago, I am accustomed to like a different type of music. One being house music is a really big part of my life and one of my favorite genres of music. So I wasn't always able to like mix house and have that moment with people because it wasn't just the norm here. So I was excited about Queer Space because house was originated within the LGBT community, and there are a lot of people who embrace it. And we got a lot of transports down here too. So they're like, oh, you mixing house, so I can really bring together house music lovers, people who really like to dance. I tell people all the time, if you came to one of my parties, I hope you're ready to dance, because that's what we're here for.
She's not lying, because I had her actually mixing at a party that we threw Middle Child Promotions through last year. So I called it the Renaissance Party, because I had actually went to one in Atlanta. Y'all know y'all loving Beyonce's album right now, still loving it.
Yeah.
So it gave me the idea that, okay, I can do this theme, and we can go in here. And I had to get DJ Lisha to come through and do her thing, and we had such a great time
that
that night.
It was very exciting. I was excited when you asked me about that. I said,
She was
absolutely.
like, let's get it. Like, I know being a DJ and being a female DJ, one is that's kind of like a marginalized part of the DJ community. I do know female DJs, but it's still a small percentage.
Correct, yeah.
Do you find yourself having to fight within this industry, so to speak?
You know, I've had a really good experience with the DJ community. And I think it was because, like, when I first decided to DJ, it was a hobby. So I was sitting in my room for hours teaching myself how to do it. And I think that I put in the time to where when I presented myself as a DJ, people was like, oh, she really a DJ, because I really tried to learn and hone in on the craft. So I've had a really good experience with them embracing me. Like DJ Caesar, I would sit at edit that out. I would sit at 47 sometimes, Club 47 with DJ Caesar, and just listen to him mix. And he was one of my favorite DJs. And when I first became a DJ, I went in a DJ booth with him. He was like, I'm going to the bathroom. And he left me the headphones and said,
He set you up.
And gave me the
Caesar set you up.
Caesar, I was like, I looked at him, he said, what? Do what you need to do. He really taught me how to scratch. And so at that point, I didn't really have to, prove myself. The DJ community in Huntsville is really a good community.
Yes, I love my DJs in the city, for real.
Absolutely.
And their biggest thing, I've learned this. Now, I don't know if you live by this rule. I ain't gonna say you live by this rule. I don't know if this is something that you've noticed or something that you aspire. Yeah. But there's been enough DJs in the city to let me know that if I show up to one of their parties and I don't dance, they gonna feel away.
Yeah.
Like their whole mission is to get me on the floor, because they know I'm one of those. But I'm from the era that we loved house parties. We loved to actually dance. Yeah. So that's what I go out to do.
Absolutely.
So if I may just not be in the mood one night if I don't hit the dance floor, but 97% of the time I am.
Absolutely.
So if that 3% hit, don't get too discouraged.
Right.
I might just came in for a wing. Who knows? Now, you mentioned you came up from Chicago, and now you're down south doing your thing. What's been the biggest challenge for you as far as DJing and just curating these events? What's the difference between Chicago and, I guess, Alabama?
Alabama is growing, it's changing. It's more liberal in Chicago. So I was at Pride, Chicago Pride, when I was probably 18, 19. So coming down here, like at this point, like we don't have any LGBT actual clubs or bars or anything like that in the city. It is a little different. That's pretty much the transition, is just accepting that and being able to just go into other safe spaces to enjoy myself. But it also did just give an opportunity for me to network with different event venues, club owners, and things like that, because we could bring a night, monthly or weekly or whatever, however we want to do it. And it's really been a good experience for me. A lot of club owners are kind of embracing it. And there are some people where we still got to kind of get them over that hump to where they understand that Huntsville is changing. Right. But it's a work in progress, and we're going to get there. I believe that. So.
Okay, she's putting in the work, and she's making some things happen. So for my people that want to connect with you, maybe collaborate on an event and just find out more about Queer Space and some of the other things that you got going on, what's the best way for them to reach you?
Yeah, Queer Space is really growing. So to anybody who has this passion or anything, like, please link with me. You can follow me at queerspace_Huntsville. That's the actual Queer Space page. My Instagram is The Singing DJ. You can connect with me there. I'm really looking to build a team of people because there are so many ideas, so many different types of people here, and I really don't want it to just be me. So even if you are within the community or you identify as LGBT and you're a DJ, or an aspiring DJ, like connect with me because I'm really ready to grow the community and grow queer space as a whole.
All right, well, we love it, and we're going to continue to watch it grow, continue to watch it shine.
Hey.
We're going to come out and party with you,
Always.
do what we do.
I appreciate you.
Y'all keep it loud. We got so much more on the way for you right here, Out the Box TV.
It was even better the second time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was more comfortable there.
Hey, what's up? Anthony Hamilton here. Stick around for more Out the Box TV. They have it all planned out.
Out the Box TV, your man RoJay. I'm chilling with my man Brandon O'Kief. I'm calling out the whole name. Y'all remember him from season 1. We had a Pride episode then as well. So I'm bringing you back. We missed Pride Month, but y'all still got Pride-ish going on.
It's still in Pride
It's
Month,
still-
but I will say July 1st is my favorite day of the year. Always.
Because you be tired.
Listen,
You be working it out, but you're doing things. Last time I brought you on, you was telling me a lot about the things you had going on with Rocket City Pride.
Mhm.
But you've launched O'Kief Productions since then. And
Yes.
O'Kief is still doing the work, per se.
yeah.
Per se. So recently you did a comedy show where you brought in talent from the, I always get these letters wrong, the LGBT, help me out. I'm gonna mess it up.
LGBTQ.
Okay, I don't know. I
plus.
think I'll be flipping the G and the B sometime, and I'll be just,
Yeah,
yeah.
that typically happens, but technically it's the LGBTQIA plus community. I know the acronyms,
plus.
it's a lot, but if you want to just kind of keep it simple, you could say LGBTQ plus or Pride community. And
Gotcha.
to me, using Pride community indicates anybody who celebrates Pride.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm with that. So with O'Kief Productions, tell me what your goal, your aim is as far as just finding events and creating events and safe spaces for the community.
I feel like honestly, since being the president of Rocket City Pride, and then of course being a community person in general here in Huntsville, I try to merge the two together to make life a little bit easier for myself. Because of course, like when doing events, a lot of people say, why does it have to be a gay event? Or why does it have to be for this specific community? But a lot of people don't realize that we like to have our own safe space as well. So of course, when there's events that are taking place in the city where it's centered towards Black women, you don't hear any caveat about that. You just hear, oh, it's for Black women, okay, I'll catch the next situation. But of course, when it comes to us, the LGBTQ plus community, it's a thing of why can't it just be inclusive? So what I do under my under O'Kief Productions, I just utilize the word inclusive in all of my graphics, so that way, if you know what the word means, great. If you don't, that's not my problem, that's yours.
Said that is not his problem. But you also did a mixer here recently.
Yes,
I saw that it went really well.
it did.
Okay, so what's
Hatred ain't come, but it's okay.
I had something to do. What was I doing? I don't know. I have to look at my calendar. I'm always somewhere. He like to throw events when I'm out and about, so that don't
Yeah.
be on me. They be on you. You should check with me first.
Okay.
Then plan what you got going on.
Got it.
Okay,
Okay.
so now that we got that out the way,
My bad.
tell me a little bit about the mixer.
So the mixer was absolutely amazing, and I got a lot of great feedback about the mixer because it was called the Queer Business Mixer. So of course it was geared towards the LGBTQ community, but of course inclusive businesses are welcome. So to me, that's if you want to make money, come over here and make your money. It don't matter if the people is black, white, yellow, rainbow, indigenous, whatever you want to call it. But I got a lot of great feedback, and one thing that someone told me is that they were excited that it was actual, not to rain on anybody else's business, but that it wasn't just like a typical pop-up shop. I'm selling candles or I'm selling sweet trees. There were people who were there for roofing and floors and all this and the other, and I'm like, okay, I ain't never heard this before, but and it honestly wasn't what I expected.
Right.
But then also to hear that feedback, like that lets me know, of course, it was a successful event.
Okay, because he's been actually at least an event a month almost, from what I can tell. It's like you really like busy out here in these streets,
Yeah,
personally and professionally. But look how he looked at me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to throw you under the bus like that. But I'm just
Ooh,
saying.
okay.
You've been doing the work, and I love it. But what's your overall mission? Is it to continue to grow? Because the city is growing. Huntsville
Right.
is growing. And I know your your real goal at one point in time was just to find events for Black and Brown, and help that to grow. But you are actually like expanding the market, and you're making sure that people have something to do and somewhere to go.
Yeah, so my initial goal, honestly, is to be the biggest event curator here in Huntsville, Alabama. But of course, that's gonna take some time to do. But don't mind putting in the work. So if you need an event curator, whichever camera we're looking at, just call me, Brandon O'Kief. Okay. But outside of that, like doing the fun events where, like for another event that I did last year was Sexploration. I felt like that was really.
Now that one I made it to.
Yeah.
I just wanted the people to know I made it to that one.
And the other one he made it to, I actually hired him. So just see how the friendship actually works. But but anyway, for example, the Sexploration event, attendance isn't what I wanted. However, in this day and age, you really can't base your success of your events off of your attendance. So the point of the event was to learn how to explore your own sexuality, and not necessarily sexuality of who you sleep with, but what you do while you're in the bedroom, if you will.
Right.
But I had a sex therapist, Erica Woodard, owner of Enchanticies, Tony Kennedy. I had an aerialist there, and then of course I had Thrive Alabama there to talk about healthy sex practices. So of course we had good time. The drinks was flowing. They were provided by O'Kief Productions. He is a bartender, just throwing that out there.
We had drinks, sex swings, and sex toys. He left that part out, but it was a very fun event.
And the little whip, the frothing, ain't it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I have to ask Tony again. But all in all, it was an interesting event. And of course, I felt like people who left were able to not necessarily put themselves in a box. And I feel like us as Black people, we just like to be in this typical box of how we're supposed to do things and all this other stuff when, it's a whole world out there that you can explore when it comes to sex.
Being nasty ain't necessarily nasty is what he wanted y'all to know. But okay, let us know how do people can link up with you if they want to like collaborate on some events.
Yeah.
If they want to find out what you got going on and just attend events, like what's the best way to reach you?
So of course, social media, Facebook, Brandon O'Kief. Same as Instagram. Of course, my business page is O'Kief Productions. Of course, if it's anything pertaining to Rocket City Pride on Facebook and Instagram. And that's pretty much about it.
Yeah, that's what's up. Well, we're going to continue to watch your business grow.
Good, I hope so.
And I'm going to get to more of your events.
Okay, I was
when
waiting on
he checked my schedule to make sure we can be at the events.
You see, it's up to me to check his schedule for the support that my friend's supposed to give.
Do the work. We'll be back right here at the Box TV. You got to do the work, Brandon.
Feel the room caving in, cloudy mind, back again. 3 a.m. on the phone, and I'm not trying to sleep alone. It's crazy how I got this way, acting reckless. Y'all can't do this. And my vice take a hold. Can somebody help if it's my wounded heart? Yeah, I'm feeling right low and I pick myself apart. Yeah, I look in the mirror but don't recognize the view. As it turns out, I'm down bad over you. Yeah, turns out I'm down bad over you. Oh, lately I feel ashamed. No one else I need to blame. How did we go so wrong? Held you close and now you're gone. Forced to fight these bad decisions in my mind. I'm breaking down by the day. Falling times taken away. Can somebody help me fix my wounded heart? Yeah, I'm feeling kind of low and I'm picking myself myself apart. Y'all got the idea. I look in the mirror, but don't recognize the view. As it turns out, I'm down bad over you. Yes, I am. As it turns out, I'm down bad over you. Oh, yeah. Nashville, I want to know, is there anybody